So, hi guys, I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. Today I want to do a freshman year reflection video where I talk about me being a freshman and me studying college back in 2021 and the thing that I knew back then, the thing that I know now. So, I hope it will be the subject of a conversation and maybe you guys will learn something along the way. So, hi for those people who didn't know me. I'm Sam. I'm a biomedical engineering student at Bauer College down in Florida, and I'm about to start my sophomore year. So, freshman reflection video. So, one of the things that I wish somebody would have told me before I got into college is fall semester is going to be the biggest semester. The campus will be really crowded. There will be a good amount of people that you never met before. I think it would have been a really important piece of information for me because the people that I had to interact with back on my first semester, which was fall semester 2021, was really different from the people that I used to interact, which is people with darker skin complexion. And somehow, some way, I kind of like feel myself intimidated just because I've never been around that much of I don't want to say white people, but people with lighter skin complexion, and it just kind of like make me feel intimidated, right? And I think there was a time, but a really short time, when I was kind of seeking validation from those people that I've never met before, and I did had to take a step back and realize what I was doing was not right for myself. Yeah, so I wish somebody would have told me, hey, you know what, fall semester is gonna be the biggest semester, and you're not used to those people, so you're gonna meet a good amount of people, so there will be what we call white people. So don't be surprised, don't feel intimidated, just keep doing your work. But at some point I really did feel intimidated, right? And I did feel that was not enough and I should be there. And there was a good amount of feelings, a good amount of stuff that I was feeling at the same time that I was not even able to explain, and I was not even able to talk to talk not talk to but like talk about, yeah, talk to the people about, because I don't think that they would have understand me, and I just kept them for myself. Another thing that I wish somebody would have told me before I start my fall semester is the people that I'm gonna meet there, or some people that I'm gonna meet during this semester, might be like the last time that I will meet them, or I will never see them again. One thing that I've also seen is most of the people that I knew when I started my fall semester, so I've never met them again. So it's either they graduated, or they just switch campuses, or they just drop out. The reason why I think it would have been a really important piece of information for me is because I would not have spent the time thinking about why they are not here no more, and take it as a reason for me to not hear as well, because I was like, okay, cool, so I knew such and such and he's not here no more, she's not here no more, so why do I think that I can keep doing this college thing? Yeah, so again, I had to take a step back and realize that those people choices does not reflect my choices, and they should then guide my own choices and reflection. So I had to just learn how to deal with it without not talking to anybody again, because I thought that anybody would be able to understand me. Another thing that I really wish somebody would have told me before I start my fall semester is about the resources. Now, for this point, somebody did tell me about it, one of my friends back in high school, but the way that he did it was really fast, so I didn't even know that he was going to the same college as me. So we just met one day to a friend of mine. We also went to the same high school, so I went to the library, right? And it was also in the library, so I've seen him. It was without glasses. I was like, I think I know you. And it was like, yeah, I think I know you too. And then we just kept talking, and we're like, oh yeah, I know him. I know him about. And we talk a little bit, and he also told me that one of the friends that I went to the same high school with was also on campus. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna meet him. And we did met right the same day. I think he went to this the whole college guide thing with me, because I did went to orientation, but it was online, so it was totally different from the campus, from the campus tour and everything. And I was also navigating between different campuses, so which make it even harder for me to actually know what is on a specific campus. So he did went over the resources with me, and the reason why I didn't really pay attention to it is mostly because, first of all, I was really excited, right? But the excitement that I had at the time was because I've spent 1 year without doing any school-related work, and school is a really big part of my life. And just the fact of the thought of me starting school, going to college, was really a big thing for me at the time. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna learn a good amount of stuff, I'm gonna meet people. Yeah, so that was I was thinking about a good amount of stuff that it's not like I shouldn't be thinking about those, but it's just they didn't have any structure. And if I did take a step back then and talk to people, talk about my feelings to, I don't know, maybe a therapist or something. So I think it would have helped me, and it would have avoided me to do the mistake that I did at the beginning because of this excitement and stuff. So it did went over the resources with me, but the way that I did was really fast, and I didn't really think about it again. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I wish I took a time by myself and go over the resources again, so that I know exactly what I have on what campus, and how I'm gonna use it for my class, or maybe for different classes, such as the anatomy lab, biology lab. We also have a math lab. So all this kind of stuff that are actually on campus, and they're actually free, which is really important. Resources are really important. Another thing that I wish somebody would have told me before I start my fall semester is my classes. So the way that I take my classes matters, but the thing that I did at the beginning was taking classes in the morning, afternoon, and also at night. For starter, if you have a car and everything, so it shouldn't be a problem. But the thing with me is I didn't have a car back then, and I was using the bus. So I was taking the bus to go from one campus to another, and the campus that I was taking classes from were really far away from where I live. So which created like a conflict thing. So the whole semester that I had to deal with. So I just wish somebody would have told me that I should take morning classes, or maybe I should take night classes, maybe afternoon classes, but based on how I feel like it. But I shouldn't be taking all those kind of classes at the same time, or maybe all those kind of classes at once, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be tired, and I might not be thinking about doing my assignment once I'll be home. Just navigating between campuses is already too much for me. So I wish somebody would have told me that before I start my fall semester last year. And another thing that I wish somebody would have told me is about studying. So I wish I had a study class, maybe a study session, even if it's 2 sessions or 3 sessions, showing me different ways that I can use to study and different ways that I can use to study for different classes. So, which is something that I had to learn by myself, by looking on YouTube, not even reading books. It was mostly looking on YouTube. And my English class, one of my teachers, briefly talked about it, which helped me a lot, and you did give me guidance. So I wish somebody would have told me, hey, there is different ways that you can use to study, and there is different ways that you can you study for one class, and the way that you might study for one class might not be the way that you should be studying for the other one, just because the information are not the same, and the time frame that you have for one class might not be the same for the other class. So you should think about it. So I wish somebody would have told me that before I start. And one last thing that I wish somebody would have told me is the syllabus. Not tell me the syllabus, but I had the syllabus right, but I didn't really care about it, which is a big mistake when you're thinking about it. So in the syllabus, so you pretty much have like all the things that the teacher is going to talk about, all the tests, quizzes and stuff. So it's like a plan for the whole semester. So if you really want to do good in your classes, have really good grades, so I think you should print the syllabus since day one, or maybe before day one, and actually go over the syllabus and have a calendar where you take out stuff from the syllabus and put it on your own calendar, like I have one over there. So the syllabus is really important. So before day one, print the syllabus and see the thing that you're gonna go over with your teacher like during the whole semester. And if you can go ahead, please go ahead, because it will also help you a lot. So those are the few things that I wish somebody would have told me before I start my freshman year, my fall semester back in 2021. 2021 or 2022? I think it was 2021. Yeah, 2021. But yeah, this is it. So I hope that you guys like it, and if you guys didn't, so feel free to tell me why you didn't like it. And if you have something more you want to talk about, or something you want me to go over, please let me know in the comment section. And I will see you on another video right now, because I was falling behind, right? And I have 4 videos that I need to record today so that I can go back on track. So this is the first one, so I'm gonna record the second one right now. So I will see you guys on the other one. Bye.